Hello class, this is Dr. Gu Zhenzhou. In this session, we will introduce pricing effects and income effects. If a change occurs in good price, the price effect shows how a change in the price of a good affects the quantity consumed of that good. When the price of the goods on the x-axis falls, the budget line rotates around the y-axis, intercepts, and becomes flatter. The person moves to a new consumption point. The new consumption bundle satisfies all three properties. It is on the new budget line. It is on the highest attainable indifference curve. And MRS equals the slope of the new budget line. When the price of a good changes, checking the change in the quantity of the good consumed reveals the demand curve for the good. For example, the figure illustrates the price effect and shows how the consumer's demand curve is generated. Initially, the price of a movie is $8 and Lisa consumes at point C in part A and at point A in part B. Now the price of a movie falls to $4. The budget line rotates outward. Lisa's best affordable point is now J in part A. In part B, Lisa moves to point B, which is a movement along her demand curve for movies. Similarly, if a change occurs in income, the income effect shows how a change in income affects buying plans of consumers. A change in income shifts the demand curve because a different quantity is consumed at the same prices. The figure illustrates the effect of decrease in Lisa's income with no change in the price. Initially, Lisa consumes at point J in part A and at point B on demand curve D0 in part B. When Lisa's income decreases, her budget line shifts leftwards in part A. Her new best affordable point is K in part A. Her demand for movies decreases, shown by a leftward shift of her demand curve for movies in part B. For a normal good, a fall in price always increases the quantity consumed. We can prove this assertion by dividing the price effects in two parts: substitution effects and income effects. Initially, Lisa has an income of $40. The price of a movie is $8, and she consumes at point C. The price of a movie falls from $8 to $4, and her budget line rotates outward. Lisa's best affordable point is then J. The movement from point C to point J is a price effect. We are going to break the movement from point C to point J in two parts: the substitution effect and the income effect. The substitution effect is the effect of a change in price on the quantity bought when the consumer remains on the same indifference curve. To isolate the substitution effect, we give Lisa a hypothetical pay card. Lisa is now back on her original indifference curve, but with the price of a movie at $4. Her best affordable point is K. The move from C to K is the substitution effect. The direction of the substitution effect never varies. When the relative price falls, the consumer always substitutes more of that good for other goods. The substitution effect is the first reason why the demand curve slopes downward. Similarly, to isolate the income effects, we reverse the hypothetical pay cards and restore Lisa's income to its original level, its actual level. Lisa is now back on indifference curve I2, and her Lisa is now back on indifference curve I2, and her best affordable point is J. The movement from K to J is the income effect. For Lisa, movies are normal good. With more income to spend, she sees more movies. The income effect is positive. For normal good, the income effect reinforces the substitution effect, and is the second reason why the demand curve slopes downward. However, when income increases, the quantity bought might decrease. It is an inferior good. The income effect is negative and works against the substitution effect. As long as the substitution effect dominates, the demand curve still slopes downward. If the negative income effect is stronger than the substitution effect, a lower price for If the negative income effect is stronger than the substitution effect, a lower price or inferior goods brings a decrease in the quantity demanded. The demand curve slopes upward. This case does not appear to occur in the real world so much. Back to the facts. The best affordable choice determines spending patterns. Changes in prices and incomes change the best affordable points and change consumption patterns. Alright, that's all we have for this session and also for this chapter. Thank you very much for your attention. Goodbye.